Welcome everybody to the Cowboy Slot Channel Sunday Slot Talk with A-Tech live from Las Vegas. I'm Brantley. This is Mark. We're going to be hosting today, and also we have our giveaway announcement today. Do apologize if there is a little bit of an echo on this stream, but we could not get the mic to work, so we're having to improvise just a little bit. Anyway, guys, okay, so let's get started with the giveaway. So something that is really impressive is we hit 40,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago, just 2 weeks ago. And we started this giveaway 2 weeks ago. In those 2 weeks time, we are now over 47,000 subscribers. So that is over 7,000 new people on the channel have subscribed just in the past 2 weeks. So we're almost at 50,000. We'll probably be at 50,000 in a couple of days.
Giveaway next week already. Yeah,
we might have to slow the giveaways down if we keep doing that. So
right.
But anyway, guys, for this giveaway, for the 40,000 subscriber giveaway, we're giving away a $200 Amazon gift card, the antique piece of slot machine glass, as well as 2 of our custom poker chips in the clear case. So really, really cool package, all of which is shipped entirely free. And we're about to pick the winner live right here on this channel. Before we pick the winner, though, we are in Las Vegas and we're at Aria. Last night, we had a meet and greet downstairs by the high limit room, and it was phenomenal. We had a lot of amazing people show up. So guys, if you're out there watching this, thank you very much for showing up. We really, really do appreciate it. And, you know, just the camaraderie and the amount of fun that we had. You know, we posted some pictures on Facebook, and then we also posted some pictures on the community page on YouTube. It was just a blast.
Yeah,
it was an amazing time.
It was a lot of fun. It was good to meet everybody for sure.
And you know, one thing that I got thinking about is that really speaks volumes for our channel, because there's not many channels out there that you can actually go and interact and have fun. And of course, it's always free. We don't charge you for that. We actually sat there a couple times. I did over at Park MGM as well. I ran into some subscribers, and I actually sat there with them while they played. And we actually ended up, you know, sitting there and playing the games together. And it was a lot of fun. And there's never a charge for doing that. So guys, anytime you're out at the casino, if you see one of us, come on up, say hi. We'll sit with you. We'll play with you. We'll answer questions, all of that. It's a lot of fun. So check out those pictures too on the community page and on the Facebook page. We had a ton of fun last night, and such an awesome group of people. 2 people in particular that showed up were they've started a new channel, actually two channels, right, Mark?
Well, they have the Casino Brothers channel, which they started a little while ago, which has taken off. I think they've got 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers on that one, maybe even more. And then they started a second one, Let's Go Handpay, and they play a lot of top dollar and pinball. So of course we're attracted to them already because of that. But yeah, fantastic guys. They showed up, and we were able to meet them, and yeah, their channel is going to take off. So if you guys have a chance to go check them out, for sure. And Let's Go Handpay, they just do a lot of live play. They do a lot of just short videos on pinball and top dollar, but their other one, they actually do some kind of an interesting thing. They walk around and they find people and they give them money to gamble with, and they give them a certain set of rules. Like, you have to guess how many credits you're going to have after you end up spending $100. And if you guess correctly, we'll give you an extra 500.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's really interesting. They've taken something that is like, it's so repetitive, just showing live play. And they're doing something a little different. So go check out Casino Brothers too. Great guys. We had a blast with them. And yeah, for sure. Like, we love channels like that. Try to do something different and try to get out there and you know, show their stuff. So yeah, go check those guys out for sure.
Yeah, guys, check them out. Again, 2 channels, Casino Brothers and also Let's Go Handpay. Those are two new channels that just started, and they're really kind of doing everything very different.
Right.
And it's a lot of fun because they're a lot more interactive with people. They're actually having other people, you know, gamble and stuff like that. And they're giving them the money and giving them the rules. It's really, really cool. It's a very cool channel. So go and check those guys out. And also, they are terrific guys. We really had a lot of fun with. I hung out with them a lot last night. They
Way
were
more
they
than I
were
did. I was
they
in
were a
bed
lot
and
of
they were
fun.
still going. So.
They were a lot of fun. So anyway,
Right.
guys, for everybody that showed up yesterday for the meet and greet, thank you all so much. We really do appreciate it. More is being planned. I know in October we're going to be back in Vegas, and not only that, but I really want to. I think I'm wanting to start planning some more events for up in Wyoming too, and bringing y'all some out to some of those casinos in Wyoming and have fun there. So if you guys live in Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming, any of those surrounding states, be watching for the events page, because we're going to start doing more stuff actually in Wyoming as well. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's go ahead and do our giveaway winner. So same rules apply as last time, guys. We're going to pick the winner live. It's going to be picked by an automated system. So I'm going to put that up on the screen here. All right. So we've got the automated system pulled up here. We've got, let's see, how many did it save it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So 177 comments were valid. So we have 177 of you. And without further ado, let's pick our winner. Let's see what we get. Good luck, everyone. All right. Josh SVAZ, you are the winner of the giveaway. Josh SVAZ. If you are in the comments, leave us a comment down below, and then of course we're going to comment on your comment as well. But congratulations to Josh. Make sure to reach out to me. I'll reply on your comment there, and we'll get you all situated with that gift package. So guys, thank you so much for 40,000 subscribers, and we are about to turn 50,000 subscribers in just a couple of weeks from that. That is
I think you're
crazy.
going to have to move to doing them every 50,000 now, like instead of every 10.
I know.
Just make them bigger, like do crazy stuff.
It's guys, everybody that we meet, everybody that we've met so far, we've met a lot of people just in this trip. We've met a lot of people, and y'all, the feedback that we're getting from the channel is just incredible. We really, really love you guys. We really, really do appreciate it. And big things are coming. And that's another thing that we are going to actually talk about today is we're doing some other big changes here on this channel. We're actually going to start doing a lot more content together. We're going to increase our content count. So we're going to be coming out with a lot more content sooner. And also, guys, we're going to be moving the Wednesday night late night show from Mark's channel over to the Cowboy Slots channel. So starting on Wednesdays now, we're in the process of switching that over. Do you think we're going to be able to do it this Wednesday?
Not this week.
Not this week.
We'll have to wait another week because I'm going to be on business. But yeah, we'll have details coming out next weekend when we do the live show. We'll lay it all out. I think we're working on a new schedule and all that. So we'll put something out next week for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So be looking forward to a lot more content and a lot more exciting things. And again, we really love interacting with you guys. So we want to do a lot more interaction because you just can't get that with most channels. There's very few channels out there that I know there's a lot of slot play channels out there, but most of them never advertise where they are. Or if they do advertise where they are, some of them charge you, or they sell tickets or something to meet them, and we just don't do that here. So we'll tell you if we're going to be out somewhere, come on up, say hi. We're going to have a lot of fun. So plan on that for sure. Anyway, so Josh SVAZ, you are the winner of the giveaway. I'll find your comment and reply on there to you so that if you missed the live stream, or does anybody know if Josh is here? If Josh,
I didn't see him yet.
Yeah, I don't think Josh is here, but we'll give him a couple days to get responded and all that. I'll try to reach out to him best I can, and we'll get moving on that. All right, guys. One other thing I wanted to mention too, we do still have poker chips for sale always on the website at ropethejackpot.com. Y'all can buy you all can buy those poker chips. Those do help to support the channel, and everybody really loves them. We've had so many people. We've seen so many poker chips out in the wild. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I've even heard from people saying, even from other states, like, oh, hey, I was gambling in Florida and somebody had a poker chip on the machine of yours. And that's really cool. That's really awesome, guys. We really appreciate that. So yes, you can still get those poker chips at ropethejackpot.com in the shop. Those are really cool, and they do help to support the channel. So let's see here.
And just I wanted to reiterate a little bit on the kind of the more content and stuff we're doing. For those of you that followed us on the Wednesday show, I'm still sticking to my channel. I don't want you to get worried about that. I'm going to try to keep it as tech focused as I can be, which is the original intent of the channel that I created. And so I called Cowboy and I was like, you know what? Why don't we just start combining efforts on this education thing and getting this stuff out all in one place? And I think that's why we decided to kind of, team up in a way to, I'll produce some videos for him, and we'll do some more videos, collaborations together. But my channel's not going anywhere. It's just going to kind of refocus back to home slot technician stuff.
Yeah.
Get super technical and just keep that as it is. And then I think that's just a good separation of our abilities or whatever. And I think that'll, be good for you guys in the end, because you'll get more content. And, I think it's going to be a good change for everybody. So I'm excited about it. I think we're going to, there will probably not go a week go by that there's not some new video.
Oh yeah.
I can't see that happening.
Y'all, there's going to be a lot of new videos popping up. So just know that. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to stay notified, because there's going to be a lot more coming, a lot more exciting stuff coming to the channel. We've got a lot of really cool stuff planned. Just in case for those of you that are just now joining us, I'm going to keep popping this in here just throughout. Josh SVAZ, you are the winner of the giveaway. So if you do happen to see this, if you're in there, if you're in the comments, pop a comment in. But anyway, Josh SVAZ, you are the winner of the contest. So I just wanted to mention that, and then we'll kind of pop that into every now and again as we go. Mark, do you have any more to add before we dive into the Q&A?
Not really. We're going to do some Q&A today. I have to go to the AT&T store because my phone got stolen last night. So
yeah, that's not
guys,
good.
The lesson for Vegas is be completely aware of your surroundings. I was stupid to even leave my hand off my phone for less than 30 seconds, and that was long enough for somebody to swipe my phone. So just lesson learned. I'll be way more careful now going forward, but I hope you guys will do the same when you're here. They're fast and they're slick. I did not see it coming, and it was gone. And so we're going to keep this kind of short today, because I have been I've been without a phone for like 14 hours now, and I'm going through withdrawals here. So I need to go get a phone. But we'll definitely get through some questions here for you guys, and if there's anything else, just ask, and we'll see how long this lasts. And happy to help.
Hey, Mark.
What's that?
Tammy just left you a comment.
What did she say?
She's like, hey, you got to get an iPhone now.
I did. I had an iPhone. That's what got stolen.
Guys, so we have a group text of the moderators between me and Mark and Tammy and Gamble the Globe and all of the moderators here on this channel, and it's kind of a running joke about
Android versus
getting Mark to get on the iPhone.
Yeah. So I switched. Hey, listen. I was on Android, and I was like, you know what? Before this trip, I'm going to switch back to iPhone, because it's just going to be easier to doing the group texts and all that stuff. And it got freaking stolen. So I guess I'll go back to Android. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully they have a very cheap iPhone, and I'll go buy that, and then I'll get home and I'll just return it.
Yeah.
AT&T, I hope you're not listening, but that's my plan.
All right, guys. Well, let's get into some questions and answers for this session here today. I know we had quite a few. We got quite a few of y'all in the house today. So let's start out. We got the very first one from Alan. Alan is a member of the channel, guys. Membership on the Cowboy Slot channel is entirely optional, but we do have that membership option, and those memberships do help to support the channel. So I extend a very big special thank you out to all of my members as well as subscribers here on this channel. Alan is a member and he has a question. Hey, Brantley and Mark, is the triple double red, white, and blue a medium volatile machine in your opinion? I've had some big hits on it over the years.
I think we had this question last week, and this is one of the ones that you played at the Rose, I think. Is that the same one?
Yeah.
And I have to say the triple Red Hot Sevens was much better watching you play both of those. But
Yeah.
I guess they're probably about the same volatility. But
about the same, but yeah, it's more of a medium volatility. The only thing that really makes it slightly higher in volatility, that makes it into that medium category, is the fact that, you know, not only do you have the symbols, but you have the mix of colors and then blanks pay and so on. So yeah, in my opinion, I think you're spot on with
one
that.
Of the things I did notice looking at the pay table of that machine is that traditionally triple bars pays 40 for each credit. So it's 40 and 80. On that one, it's 30 and 60. So it's a little bit lower. And I think it's because you have more possibilities with the colored sevens, because you have the is it the three blues is 300 and the reds are 600 or something. So if there's more on the pay table, that adds to the volatility too. We've talked about like the top level jackpot, but also if there's more possibilities within the pay table, that can increase the volatility as well. So I've got another question here.
All right.
So Amelia asks, for the game with the must-go jackpot, is it better to slow play so you can play longer and have higher chance to get the progressive? So we kind of covered this last week, and we're kind of working on a video about all these progressives because we get questions about progressive all the time. My advice on this one is, yes, you can absolutely slow play on those because you do not have to bet max or bet high in order to hit that jackpot. There's no benefit to it. So yeah, but again, if it's way, way far away from that must hit, don't expect it to hit. It could. I think Brantley, you had a crazy one that was just a little bit off of the minimum.
Yeah.
And you know, you were able to hit it, but it's much easier to hit it when they're getting really, really close to that must hit by. So I would wait until it gets really close and then sit down and low roll it for a while. I think that would be the time to do it. So good question though.
Yeah, good question. Let's see. We got one from Richard here. Doesn't it matter how much cash you start with in a machine, $200 or like $500? Does the machine recognize it and recognize it? Just wondering. Me, I think not. No, the machine doesn't recognize how much money you put in. It doesn't change. So one thing, guys, too, is with slot machines in general, and again, it doesn't matter what their age is, the odds are set at a set number, and those do not change. No matter what you do, that number does not change. So you can put as much or as little in the machine. Doesn't matter the time of day or the hour, or, you know, if the buffet is serving shrimp, none of that matters, guys. Right. The machine has a set number that it sticks with, and nothing ever changes that. So no, the machine doesn't recognize or play any different if you put 200 or 500 in.
And there's actually a follow-up question to this, and then I'll explain a little bit further. So URSO Photo asks, hey there, here's a question. If I use my free play on the machine and then put money in, will it trick the machine in paying like a play credit? So that to further elaborate what Brantley was saying about the 200 and 500 and if there's any difference, it's the same with free play. The machine does not change the logical programming of how the game plays out based on where the credits came from. It doesn't care. Like, that is not important. The only thing that it is looking for is that spin button to be pressed, right? And how many credits you wagered. It doesn't care where that money came from. Ticket, voucher, money, free play, whatever. I think that's the only possibilities. But yeah, it does not change the programming whatsoever. The counting might be different, but it doesn't change the actual outcome of the play. Like, it doesn't matter at all. So.
Right. And there are a couple different free play systems out there as well, too. There are some casinos that use one kind of free play system where you can just use the free play without putting any cash in, and it just boom, puts all the credits in at once. And then there's others that you have to match it with money and so on and so forth. So it really kind of also depends on your casino as well. Let's see here.
Yvonne Lee asks, are slot machines programmed differently for slot tournaments? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. So the thing is slot machines have a tournament mode. It's an entirely different program. So with a slot tournament, it's not playing for real money, and it's pretty much not even using an accounting record. It's more so using just a point system, and it runs on a timer. So the slot tournament the slot tournament mode cannot even recognize currency. So I know a lot of people think, well, if they can program it to do this during the slot tournament, I'm like, no, it's an entirely separate program, guys. The tournament mode has nothing to do. It doesn't even know what currency is. So
it doesn't count towards their accounting. It doesn't count towards anything. Like it's like a totally different machine. It really is. It's got the same look and feel, but it's totally separate programming.
Exactly.
And Solaire Jones says, you should have find my iPhone set up. I did, and I tracked it all the way to Bellagio, and then the guy turned it off. So I was unable to track it any longer. So, but I did lock it, so it's worthless to him anyway.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. I'm not going to get it back. There's no way. I waited for security, and they're just too busy. So they were too busy for a little guy that lost their iPhone. They said there were fights and stuff going on. It was Saturday night in Vegas, guys. Like this is Look, I usually come here with my friends Sunday through Thursdays because that is the time to come to Las Vegas. Let me tell you, because I usually don't come on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And holy crap, was it crazy last night? Now it was good to meet everybody, but after that, it was just like, oh man.
I want to add something really quick, guys. Something that I've noticed, and I'm not sure if this is from our channel or what, but every single pinball machine that I came into contact with at this casino, at Cosmo, at Park MGM, every single pinball machine backed up with people playing pinball. Everybody wants to play pinball now. Right. It is crazy. I don't know if that's from our channel doing it, but we were joking around. We were like, I couldn't even get into play pinball. So I'm like, now I can't play pinball because everybody wants to play it. So
when Brantley can't play his pinball game, bad things are going to happen. So
it's
a bad omen.
I'll tell you this, guys, too. When we're talking about, because I know that we banter back and forth about coming to Las Vegas on the weekends versus the weekdays. I just want to clarify that has nothing to do with the programming of the machines.
Yeah, absolutely not.
The machines they're not programmed differently. The odds don't get turned up or down for the weekend or during the week. It's not true. That all is a myth. Me personally, and I know Mark's on the same page too, I like to come to Las Vegas during the middle of the week because it's not as busy and I can pick more machines that I want to play. Because during Saturdays, boy, does it get crowded.
Yeah, and it's
crowded on
smoky,
Saturday.
It's crowded. You can't play the machines you want to play. The reservations are booked up. It's hard to get in to eat the places you want to eat. It's just, let me tell you, it's just a night and day difference. If you've only come to Vegas on the weekend, try coming during the week sometime. I know it's not always possible, but it's a lot different. It's a much different town.
Yeah.
And Joe asked, what are the 4 counters on the side of a double diamond deluxe? So those are probably the hard meters, if those are what you're talking about.
Meters.
Yeah. So those are physical meters that count the coin in, coin out, and jackpot. And there is another one, and I can't remember. Do you know? Those are the 3 that I'm sure of. I'm not sure what the 4th one is.
I'd have to look.
But those are basically hard meters. So regardless, they're tied to the machine itself. So if they change the game type, like they change the reel strips, the glass, everything about the machine, those continue to count up. It's pretty meaningless now. This was something that they used back in the day before computer programming to be able to determine how much coin in and coin out. And people would actually literally, slot attendants would walk around every night and write down on a clipboard where the start and stop was of the coin in and coin out to be able to keep track of that stuff. But that is all built into the programming of the machines now. So now they can just easily go into the menus and see what the coin in and coin out. So they don't have to, lean on the side of the machine and with a flashlight and take their clipboard and write that stuff down anymore. So it's a lot easier now, but those things still exist on older machines. You don't see them on new ones anymore, but that's what those are. But it's not advantageous to you. There's nothing that you can learn from looking at that because if the machine was reset, if the payback percentage was changed, if the game type was changed out, all those types of things, those do not reset. Those never reset. So it doesn't really tell you anything. It's just telling you how much beating that machine has had over its lifetime.
Yeah.
How many times. And if anybody's ever been into old arcade games and pinball games, it's the same way. They have the same meter inside. So every time you put a quarter in, it's counting that meter up.
Yeah.
And so you can buy a pinball machine and see how long it's been played based on how many coin-ins have been, deposited. So it's useful for that, how old the machine is and how much use it's gotten. But yeah, it doesn't have anything to do. And there's not like programming and all that. You're not going to be able to look at that and say, wow, this thing is just, the coin in is so much higher than the coin out. This is not a winning machine.
Right.
No, that's not going to help you.
And really quick, guys, because we got a lot of new people joining in here into the live stream. We did do the giveaway announcement. Let me put that winner back up on the screen here. Josh SVAZ, you were chosen as the winner of our 40,000 subscriber giveaway share contest. So Josh SVAZ, you are the winner. I just wanted to flash that back on the screen there because we've got a lot of people now in the live stream today, which is awesome. And again, we are live from Las Vegas. We are here at the Aria Resort and getting everything all situated. Busy night last night, guys. If you're just now joining us, check out we put some awesome pictures up from last night on not only our Facebook group but also the community page on the YouTube channel. So check those out. Really great group of people that we got to meet. So let's head back to some Q&As because we're getting a little backed up on the questions. All right, let's see. Go ahead.
So Matt Walker says, if you only had a slot bankroll of $500 per day, what stake per spin would you play, and what kind of machine should I play to get the most value? So Brantley, that's definitely a good question for you because you've got a good way of handling it.
So my general rule of thumb is the denomination of the machine that you pick or the bet amount that you choose to do should be 1% of your bankroll. So if you've got a $500 a day bankroll, I would stick with $5 machines. Or, if the old machines aren't your cup of tea and you really want to play new machines or video poker or something like that, keep your bet at 5 max or less. But as for what kind of machines, I would really recommend playing the older machines, something low in volatility. I would say, your triple diamonds, your double diamonds, your triple stars, your pinballs, top dollar, stuff like that. That's what I would stick with.
And Randy Hudgens says, is it true that slot payout percentage is based on life expectancy of the machine? Yes, that is true.
That is true.
Absolutely. I won't elaborate on that because we've talked about that one a lot.
Yeah. We'll kind of move through some comments here. Get through them.
Yep. So Chris says, I'll let you pick the next ones.
All right, yeah, no, go ahead. You're doing good. Yeah.
So hello from Philly. I'm a slot tech and I've been doing this for about 6 months now. How long did it take you to be comfortable with knowing enough to make it up to slot tech 2?
So for the casinos that I worked at, we did not have levels of slot tech. So I know some casinos out there have different levels. They have like an entry level or level 1 or level 2. We did not have that at the casinos that I worked at. A tech was a tech. The only thing that you can really move up on, honestly, if you're wanting to stick with being a slot tech, really, really recommend applying through the manufacturers once you get your experience under your belt, and try to become a field tech, because that's going to be a lot higher pay. And it's also a really, really cool job, because as a field slot tech, I know a couple buddies of mine where I used to live, they were field techs, and they actually got a take-home car, full of, their parts and everything else. And they basically sat at home on call, and they just went out to casinos in their area. So that's a pretty cool gig. I mean, you get paid to be a slot tech and sit at home and only get called out when you're needed, and called out to do projects like setting up new games and stuff like that. And field techs are everywhere, and they're with every manufacturer. So you can apply through IGT, Ainsworth, Scientific Games, all of those guys. You can actually see if they're hiring for field techs in your areas. That's probably going to be the top thing that I would recommend doing. Really cool job.
Very nice. Yeah, we definitely approve of your career choice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot. It's always different. It's like different every day. There's some different type of problem you got to solve, and that keeps it interesting.
It is fun for sure.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Linda asks, does the timing that you hit the button make a difference? Yes and no.
Right.
So so the RNG is running constantly, and it's running very, very, very fast. So I mean, it's pretty much impossible for a human to tap at the millisecond level. But yes, I mean, every time you tap it at different intervals, it's going to generate a different result. So if you wait, if you wait a couple seconds, or if you wait a minute, or if you wait something, you're going to get a different result from it. But it's still going to be random in that aspect. So yeah, I would say it's yes and no.
Yeah. I mean, the way you worded it, it's definitely yes. It does make a difference when you hit the button. But you don't know. Like, you don't know if you wait 3 milliseconds or 3 seconds and put your hand above your head and then push the button. Like, there's nothing you can do to manipulate the outcome.
Right.
It's just about when you press that button, and that's it. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. We got a lot of comments backed up here. James says, come to Bossier City, Louisiana for a get together. Appreciate everything y'all do. That's one place I think we might have to go down there, because I know Stacy and Greg of Stacy's High Limit Slots was Stacy and Greg. They were here yesterday. They just left back to Texas this morning. But that is one place I know they gamble down there a lot, so we'll probably have to make a trip down there. Let's see here. Let's see. Linda K. Hi, Linda. Welcome back to the chat. Linda K says the casinos know how much you put into the machine because they send a host to your location based on your play. Yes, they do. They do track that through your Players Club card. And the thing is that's actually a very good benefit for you. You want them to see how much you're playing, because that's how they determine your perks and your points and everything else. So those players cards are very, very important. And you want to get a host in Las Vegas. I mean, having a host is really the best thing, because they can do your reservations for you and, get you things like free play or comps, dinners, stuff like that. So that's all a benefit for you. But yes, they can. And Let's Go Hand Pay is here, guys. Let's go hand pay.
All right.
This is, we talked about them at the very beginning of the show, guys. Go follow their channel. They're doing everything completely different, and it's a really, really entertaining, fun channel, guys. Let's Go Hand Pay and the Casino Brothers. Go follow those two channels, because those guys are really awesome. We hung out with them a lot last night and yesterday. Really, really awesome. Let's see here. We're still catching up on some questions. And we got Casino Brothers here.
Casino Brothers. Tag teaming it, yeah. 2 channels, like 2 different people, yeah.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Casino Reviews, congrats on 40,000 subscribers. Guys, I'm blown away. I am absolutely blown away, because we hit 40,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, when we started the contest 2 weeks ago. We have 47,000 now, over 47,000. That's 7,000 new subscribers in only 2 weeks. That is incredible, and that really speaks volumes for our channel. And if you going through and reading the comments and everything, it's this stuff is working for people and it's helping people, and everybody's really appreciative of it. And we're very appreciative of you guys. So thank you guys very much. The channel would not be here.
There was a great story of one of the ladies that we met. I'm terrible with names, I apologize, but she was telling us about how she used to work in the casino, and after she left the casino, she said, because she saw it all, just like you, and she's like, I'm never stepping foot in the casino ever again. And she retired. I mean, this was, a couple of years later, she retired, and she decided to start going back to the casino after watching Brantley. And she said that she has completely changed the way she thinks about slot machines and picking the ones that she should pick. And we watched her have an incredible run on Pinball last night. She was just killing it. And so we love hearing stories like that, because that means that our message is getting out and you guys are getting the good information. And that was probably my highlight of last night, was hearing about, people just appreciating the education and everything and the free content that we're providing. And it's motivation to keep going. And so 40,000 is nothing. Like, I think it's just going to keep going, because we're going to just keep doing this thing. And
I think we're well on our track.
We got so many good ideas last night, just talking to the people that came to visit about what we could do for future videos and stuff. So much appreciated on this side too. Absolutely.
So thank you guys, because you guys really are the ones that are making all the difference.
Yep.
Francis is here. Hi, Francis.
Hey,
How
Francis.
are you doing? Hello, guys. I have a question, please. I saw a man win 13,000 on double diamond. After that, can it hit many times after, or does it have to be built back up with money again? Thank you for the question, Francis. No, it can hit. Actually, we saw it last night, guys. We saw the coolest jackpot happen last night.
Wow, yeah.
It was not ours, unfortunately, but I heard this lady scream, and I looked over and I was like, sometimes people scream in the casino and you're like, oh, they probably
won
just,
$100.
$100. No, guys,
$125,000.
$125,000
jackpot award. Yeah.
She was playing 5-line top dollar, which, by the way, guys,
that's the one.
This is the one that we talked about in our top dollar video.
Yeah.
He specifically said in that top dollar video that the 5-line, this particular version of top dollar, is the best version to play.
Yep.
This lady goes and plays it, and she hit the 3 double diamonds for $125,000 last night. And then, to answer your question, Francis, it actually hit again.
Right.
Like right after for somebody different, but it was a couple hours later, it hit again.
Yeah.
So it's
and that's
incredible.
That's the thing, is that, and we've talked about this with the machine balancing and all this kind of stuff, but the one thing to keep in mind is that machines are never on the take. Like, they're not trying to get back a win. And I know it's hard to understand that, because people think, well, this machine just hit a, I can't even imagine the stories last night where people were like, don't play that machine. Somebody won 125,000 on it this morning.
Yep.
So what? It doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't.
Hit twice.
Because even if that machine was in the negative on the hold, like they were losing money on that machine, they're going to get it back. Over a long period of time, they will get it back. So, don't be afraid, especially if you see a machine with a top line jackpot on it. Don't be afraid to avoid it, thinking that it's not going to hit again. Yeah. That very next spin, it could do it. It could totally do it. And it happens.
Exactly. And thank you very much for your super sticker, Francis. That really does go to help the channel, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Super stickers, super chats, poker chips, those all do help the channel out tremendously. So we really do appreciate that. And thank you very much for your question, Francis.
Here's one from William Berry. We know all machines can't be winners. Do you have any advice on how long to tough it out when the lowest volatile machine is not paying? How many dead spins does it take before you move on? This is really a personal choice. We tell you that lower volatility machines are the best to make your bankroll last the longest. That's never a guarantee. Nothing we say is a guarantee. There's no guaranteed way to win at a slot machine. I think most people understand that. And there's no way to spot when a machine is going to win or lose. There will be times where you're not going to win, and there will be times that you win a lot of back-to-back wins. It happens. But there's a big random aspect to that of when that's going to occur. So it's really, I think probably the best advice you can have is to plan on how much you plan to spend on a machine before you sit down on it, low volatility or high. But I would adjust that. Lower volatility, maybe say 20 spins, high volatility, maybe 5 spins.
Yeah.
And try to keep that balance, because you do not want to, as you probably know, based on your question, that high volatility machines can be very difficult to hit on. So, just be aware of that. But
absolutely.
Yeah. It's personal choice.
And also really quick, want to thank all of our moderators that are in the chat moderating today. Tammy, thank you so much, as well as Gamble the Globe. Gamble the Globe is here. Gamble the Globe is an awesome channel, guys. Be sure to check out Gamble the Globe as well. And thank you guys for moderating today's chat. We really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Kind of a caveat to what we just talked about here from Jay Bird. Can you make a living on slots? This is kind of something... if the problem really is you have to have the bankroll to keep continuing.
Right.
You have to have some kind of an outside source to keep coming in, because even if you get a massive win, in the end, guys, the casino banks on you coming back and reinvesting that money. That's what the casino banks on. So, if you win $125,000, the casino is going to do everything possible to try to get you to come back in the door and try to keep playing it. And you've got to be really, really strong and level-headed to not give into that. And it's very hard. And this is something actually Mark and I just talked about. We're here in Vegas for the weekend. And obviously, when you're on vacation or, you're out visiting somewhere and you're staying at a casino, you go down to the casino and you win. And then what do? Do you sit in your room the rest of the time? You're like, okay, well, I won. So what else? There's nothing else to do. So I'll go gamble it again.
Right.
And that's kind of the thing that you got to really avoid.
Yeah.
And one thing that I was telling Mark too, personally, this is why I prefer to gamble in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Because then I can win and go straight home.
Go home, yeah.
Win and go home and get away from it. But when you're on vacation or you're in Las Vegas, it's hard to get away from it. Can you make a living on it? It is very, very difficult. In the end, the casino will get the money back, especially if you keep coming back.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. And you've got to know that there's going to be swings. There's going to be big swings.
Yeah.
You could be on top of the world one day and you could hit $100,000 on top dollar and be on top of the world, and then you gamble for the rest of the week, and then boom. I mean, $100,000 can go really quick, especially if you're playing island.
I think if you wanted to attempt to make a living, I don't think you could. Maybe you could supplement, by playing slot machines, but I think you would have to have incredible willpower to be able to stop. And I think that's what most people have problems with. It's like you get a big win, you want to keep reinvesting it back in to try to get an even bigger win. And that's the vicious cycle of gambling. And so if you're able to talk yourself out of that and walk into a casino and say, I'm either going to double my money today or I'm going to leave with nothing, and you double your money and you get out of there and you don't go for another month, then you could probably make it work. But it's an uphill battle. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
I would do it more with playing poker or table games than slot machines, because it's too much of a big swing with slot machines, where those table games are a little bit more consistent.
Table games, yes, you can make a living playing table games. There's a lot of people that do.
Slot machines is tough. That's a tough proposition.
I actually know one guy, a buddy of mine, who he started just playing poker, by him, kind of on his own time and stuff like that. And he got really, really good. And now he's making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month playing poker. And at that point, then, you can make a living on table games. On slots, though, I would say for 99% of the people out there, no, you probably couldn't make a living playing on slots. There's a very small percentage, but they usually have something that has a backing to it. So typically the people out there that do make a living playing on slots, they either have either they came from money and have a trust account or something like that they have a backup they can pull from. But aside from that,
I would choose 100 different other things to get into than to try to win money at playing slots. I mean, it's tough.
And
it's
also guys, really quick too, just want to mention today's a very busy live stream. We have a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people watching the live stream right now. We're really getting backed up on questions. So if we miss your question or skip your question, I do apologize, and our moderators are trying their hardest to point them out to us as we go. But we've got a bunch of questions backed up. And if you are just now joining us, we did our giveaway announcement, and the winner was pulled as Josh SVAZ. So Josh SVAZ, you are the winner if you are watching this live stream, and we will be reaching out to you very soon. Casino Scoop, why do I see people stopping the reels on the machine and they seem to win more? Why? Well, the thing is the outcome of the spins are predetermined. So you're not changing the game by stopping the reels any earlier.
Right.
You're just speeding it up. So, I mean, technically, if I actually tried this once on a skill game in Wyoming, I sat there and I put $100 in and I just did my normal spin through. And then I was getting bored and I wanted to get the bonus. So what I did was I just sat there and was like, click, 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 click. Well, if you're going that fast and you're going through that many sequences, I mean, it's going to appear that, oh, wow, you got the bonus within 5 minutes. Well, yeah, of course I did, because I'm sitting there and I'm spending the same amount of money, but I'm going quicker.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything with the machine.
And you can even look up, who is it? Bonus Time Slots did a video where he actually showed in the game rules where it says fast stopping the reels does not affect the outcome of the spin. So that's important. I mean, it may seem that way, but again, you're dealing with a limited sample size. You would have to do this hundreds of times before you notice any kind of pattern. And that would be a waste of time, because there are no patterns with that. Fast spinning or stopping the reels quicker is not advantageous to you. You're not getting any kind of manipulation power over the slot machine by doing that.
So again, guys, we're just trying to catch up on some questions. We do have a lot of questions
and
here.
This is why we're going to be doing 2 of these a week now, because we sat there and looked at each other. And it's like, I don't think we've been through a single live stream where we've answered everybody's questions.
Yeah,
so
the more
trying,
the more subscribers we get, and the more interaction we do, it's getting harder and harder to keep up on everybody's questions. So I apologize. We are doing our absolute best, and yes, we're going to start doing 2 live streams on this channel now. One is going to be midweek on Wednesdays in the evenings, and then the other one will be this Sunday show. So yes, you can look forward to more live streams. So if we can't get your question answered today, we are working on it. We are working on getting it down to where we can try to get as many questions answered as possible. And we've also talked about adding something new to the website as well. And we're going to be doing some more stuff with the website.
Yep.
So anyway, guys, so we have to.
I think at this point, since we're about 15 minutes left, we're going to start looking for questions that haven't been asked before on previous live streams.
I think that's a good idea, Mark.
Here's actually kind of a good one. We've talked a little bit about it before, and then I'll let you get this super chat.
Go ahead.
So Reggie King says, I have asked this question before. Can you explain the difference in a balanced and unbalanced machine? So for you, there is no difference. Like your play style, or not play style, but playing that slot machine, an unbalanced machine and a balanced machine is going to play exactly the same. So it's one of those things where you don't know if it's balanced or unbalanced, and you're not going to be able to tell. The way the theoretical payback percentage works is over the long haul of that machine, millions of spins, it will eventually balance out, but it's not something you're going to notice in any individual session. And so that's about kind of like what we talked about earlier with machines being hot and cold and on the take. Though they may feel that way, it may seem that way, but that's not how they're working, and that's not how they're programmed. So
and
let's do that super chat.
We do have a $10 super chat from Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda, for that. We really do appreciate it. You can make more money playing Baccarat. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. There's
Baccarat's the one the heavy hitters come in and clean out casinos.
Big money. Big money on that one. So again, guys, we're getting down to the tail end of our live stream. So we're going to go through, we're trying to pick as many questions as possible, but we do got quite a few backed up. Mark, I'll let you see, you start pulling them up, and we'll try to wrap.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, I see a lot of questions. I'm just trying to find some that haven't been asked before. So, this is kind of a good comment. Range World, you always change your view about slots when you win big. Period.
That is very true. You do.
That is very true. And that's human nature, right? Like there's a lot of psychology that goes into slot machines and how it just kind of plugs right into your brain, and kind of all your logical and reasoning just go out the window, and you start looking for reasons as to why this machine is doing certain things. And so you try to say, well, I want a big hand pay on this machine, and I noticed I didn't have my card in at the time, and I usually have my card in, so that must be it. And so you start to you start trying to answer your own questions in there. And that's where these myths start, where people say, well, look, they go tell their friends, look, I hit a hand pay, the biggest one in my life, and I just happen to not have my card in the machine. I think there's something to that. Well, you have to do that hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times before you can really make that kind of determination.
Right. So, all right. We'll try to rapid fire.
Let's do it.
We're trying to rapid fire some questions through here, guys. Let's see. We got And also by the way too, guys, I just want to mention we have a ton of new people here on the channel. We're getting literally thousands of new people a week coming to the channel here. If y'all are new, we've done several videos in the library that cover a lot of these topics. So please do go through the video library. We've got everything divided out by playlist. There's topics in there that are already covered that have their own videos, such as, you know, is there a better day and time of the week to play? Why and why not? Is there, you know, how the machine works? You know, all of these things. So check out that video library, because that's that'll really help to answer a lot of those most common questions that we get asked a lot on here too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. You got one, Mark?
Linda says, Mark, is your birthday today? Yes,
yes, it is. Happy birthday to Mark. Happy
you.
Birthday to Mark.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. Yeah, happy birthday to me. I have to go find a new phone.
Yeah.
And I got 2 hours of sleep last night. So, yeah, this is starting off great.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Just going through, we're finding some last minute questions, guys. We do got a lot. And again, we're going through, we're going to make 2 new live streams, and we're going to do a lot of restructuring on here to help get through your questions quicker and better. So we're going to be doing that too as well.
And you mentioned it earlier, but we're going to be adding some stuff to the website where you can submit your questions in advance, and we'll either queue them up in the live stream, or some may turn into videos.
Yeah.
So, and maybe we'll credit you in the description for bringing the idea up to us. So
absolutely,
definitely send your ideas, anything you want us to cover that you've always wondered. If we don't get to your question, we'll have that up on the website at some point, and we'll direct you there.
Lots of new exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So it's hilarious to watch people's rituals to get a win. They will touch the machine a certain way. Yeah. It's one of my friends always says the best part about going to Vegas is people watching. I think Gamble the Globe said that, because people just are pretty funny with machines about what they do. It's swiping the screen and holding their hand up and all kinds of stuff. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
You know what though? I just got to add to that. You know, gambling is fun. Gambling is for entertainment. So if there's something that, you know, if it's entertaining or if it's fun for you to, you know, get hyped up and, you know, rub the machine or anything like that, you know, there's no problem with it. You know, hey, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm sorry. It scrolled while.
Oh no, you're good.
So Bruce B say, any tips on stopping when you are chasing a payoff? So this was the number one thing that we got asked last night to do a video on, and that's money management. Now we've covered it a little bit, but I think we want to take it to the next level and talk about, you know, things that you can do to try to break that cycle of, you know, euphoria taking over your brain. Because it's whenever you get that big win, you get so excited and you want to just keep going and going and going. And it takes a lot of willpower to stop. But all that stuff, that bankroll management, not visiting your friend Adam, as you say,
yeah.
You know, those types of things, those are things we'll try to do a video on to try to help you guys, because it's not an exciting topic, but it's a very important topic.
Absolutely.
You know, gambling can be very serious to a lot of people, and, you know, knowing when to quit and get up is smart. And somebody else said in the comments, sorry, I didn't see it, it's already gone, but if you get a big win, stop and go eat.
Yep.
Go do something else. Go outside. Again, Vegas has a lot to do off of the strip. And like Brantley said, they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay in here. So the exits are hard to find. You have to walk through 10,000 slot machines before you get to the exit.
Right.
It's all by design, guys. Like, they want you to stay in here. But you don't have to. Have the willpower and go out and see Vegas. There's a lot to do. I'm about to go see the AT&T store in Vegas, which gets right. Me out of the casino, you know, like gets me out of the hotel for a little while. So, you know, there's plenty you can do. So that's good tip there.
We got a super chat from John. John, thanks so much for your super chat. Do you believe on playing slots in the morning after a big event? Are the odds better in your opinion? No, absolutely not. We've covered this topic. We've covered this topic a lot. Yeah. The odds do not change whatsoever. But thank you very much for the super chat. We really do greatly appreciate it. Let's take one more, Mark,
okay.
And then
we'll wrap it up. Sounds good. Let's see.
We're trying to find some comments on here that we have not yet covered. Again, guys, if you're new to the channel, and we do have so many new people coming in to the channel, if you are new, please do check out that video library. There's a lot of great information in there and a lot of videos that's already covered a lot of these topics. So make sure to check out that video library as well. So we're trying to find some questions that we have not yet covered.
Right.
Yeah, so
we've got a lot in here. So
we do have a lot of questions,
scrolling
guys,
from
so
20 minutes ago. So I apologize, guys. Yeah, we actually got this question last night. One of the people that came to visit us asked me this. So Jameson said, is it wise to play a brand new machine that the casino has just put on the floor, knowing that the accounting ledger is fresh? No, the first spin could be a jackpot or the first spin could be a loser. And because the accounting is zeroed out, is meaningless. Again, the payback percentage is not controlled by this like wave of take, accept, hot, cold. It doesn't work that way. It takes a very, very long time for that payback percentage to come to fruition. And so it's going to play the same as it does on day one than it does on day 365 that it's been in use. So the reason you should play a new machine is because it's a new machine. It's a new thing. You've never played it before. They usually put it in prominent locations because they want people to know that it's there. But it's not because they put it out there and set it really low because they don't want anybody to win, because they're like, well, it's a new machine. They'll play it regardless if they win or not. No, they don't. They still follow the same rules and guidelines that they do for every other slot machine that's in the casino. So yeah, don't be afraid to play a new machine. It's not going to be good or bad. Just play it for the fun of it.
And once again, guys, before we do wrap up today, we did our giveaway announcement, and the giveaway winner was announced as Josh SVAZ. Once again, you are the winner of the 40,000 subscriber giveaway. So Josh SVAZ, once again, you are the winner. I have not yet seen you pop up in the comments here, but you are the winner for that contest. Guys, so before we round out, just another thing too, because I know a lot of y'all have asked, and after meeting a ton of people last night, everybody does love those poker chips. We do have those poker chips available for sale at ropethejackpot.com. All the proceeds from those poker chips do go to help the channel out tremendously, so we do greatly appreciate those. And then also membership option is available on the website. That's another way membership option is available on YouTube. That's another way you can help the channel out. So we really do appreciate that. We appreciate that a lot, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to stay notified, and like this video. Lots more coming. A lot of good changes are coming, guys. Definitely a lot. We've got a lot more planned, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we really encourage y'all. Stick around, hit that bell to stay notified, because we're going to be coming out with some really, really cool videos. And then we've got some cool videos from this Vegas trip as well. All right. With that being said, I think it'll be time to wrap up. So thank you guys once again so much for tuning in to our Sunday live stream. Congratulations to our giveaway winner. We're going to have a lot more planned. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers now, which is crazy how big and how fast the channel has grown. And that is a tremendous big thank you from us to you guys, because the channel would not be here without you guys. So we really appreciate all the love and support from each and every one of you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Cowboy Slot Channel Sunday Slot Talk with the Tech. As always, best of luck to you, and we'll see you again next episode. We'll see you again next Sunday.
Bye-bye, guys.